What's up? Well, today looks like we're slamming Grandpa's ES300 today. Yeah, he was watching my CRV video on the Maxpeed coilovers and he instantly bought some and dropped it off. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't expect it to go well because with my experience with Maxpeedingrods Coilovers, something always goes wrong. Either they don't go low enough like the CRV, or you can't put them on, or they ride like complete crap. You know, who knows? So that's what we're doing today. All right, some more gold Maxpeedingrod coilovers. This one actually has pillow ball mounts in the top, and it looks like you get some camber adjustment. So this thing has the adjustable factory suspension, but somebody has bypassed it. Cut all the wires. Yeah. Look at this. Okay, so tie rod boot, axle's blown. That control arm bushing down there, I don't know if we can see it or not, but it is totally gone. And looks like somebody broke off a bit in the sway bar link. That's gonna make things fun. We don't need to fix this thing at all. We just need to just slam it. Whoa, whoa. Too much shit. Hopefully these things bolt up. So the CRV right here, I just got done revealing it to my buddy, the one that sold it to me. He seemed to be pretty impressed with it. Pretty cool. What the fuck is this? What did you do? I'm gonna get back on this thing here pretty soon. I need to redo the control arms and fix some of the camber issues as far as the fitment goes. But you can tell it slammed pretty good on the Maxpeedingrod coilovers. So there's a little bit of a clearance problem right here with the nut, but other than that, it went right in. As far as the top hat, went in no problem. I mean, this was already chopped up, so just throw that back there like it was, and it looks like it's gonna work out. With all my other experience with Maxpeed, you're gonna have to Loctite all this stuff in, but this is gonna be my camber caster adjustment there. Pretty sweet. That went pretty smooth, surprisingly. Yep. Not much. Hop on the back. It's just gonna be like a Camry where I'm gonna have to take out the whole back seat and get to the bolts back there. Should be fun. Oh boy, all right. So to get to the top of the struts, you have to take the back seat out. I mean, you have to take the bottom seat out because the top of the hats or whatever, where the nuts are, they're right behind this shit right here. So it's all gonna come out. Luckily, this car is really clean, so there's not a bunch of shit in it. Oh, and the bolt's missing there. Cool. Which usually is some 10 or 12 millimeters here in the corners. That was broken. Ooh. Right there. It is hot. Today is the first day of summer. And it's been raining for like 2 weeks straight, so it's super steamy right now. Not looking forward to sweating my ass off to do these YouTube videos this year. What you do? What you gotta do for this show? So yeah, this is the same thing for the same era of Camry, I guess, the 96 through something Camry. So you want to do some struts on your Camry? Same shit. Same thing as that crappy Camry. Movie magic here. All right, so Maxpeed likes to make these brackets here, this one at the top and at the bottom, really close to the nuts, so they're really hard to put on. This one seems to be backwards for the brake line, because the brake line won't reach. I might be able to bend that, but that's something. Other than that, it's going pretty smooth. All right, got the back end, do the other side. I'm getting in surprisingly pretty smooth, I guess, for it being crap, but whatever. All right, so here's what we're looking at with it dropped all the way in the front as low as it can go. I had to bring the back up. It is at factory height. It's actually a little bit higher than factory height, just me measuring the before I even started, but this is just ridiculous. All right, so I got the coilovers wrapped up last night, and just like every other experience that I've ever had or seen or any of my buddies have had with the Maxpeedingrods, disappointment, just pure disappointment. Can't recommend these to anybody. These things are pure just crap. Don't waste your $200 and whatever on these things. So check it out. This is as low as the front of this car would go with these coilovers. I don't know about you, but if you're looking at coilovers, you're looking at dropping your car. It is as low as it'll go. I've sat there and spent a couple hours last night after I got it all put together, adjusting it. And look, actually I measured it, and it's actually a little taller than factory, and it's dropped as low as you can freaking get it. What pieces of freaking crap. Don't buy these things. In a minute here, I'll pull the wheel off and show you. If you want to get it any lower, you have to take apart, remove some collars. All the adjustability has to come out of it. I mean, these things are just super pieces of shit. Here, I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, the CRV, I ran into the same problem here, where I couldn't get low enough, and the way it sits right now, if you haven't seen that video, it's sitting like this, which is great, but you can't drive it like this because it's maxed out, bottomed out, all kinds of crap. And I'm gonna have to fix it with some extended hats. This car here, this isn't mine, and the guy that bought it, and the guy that brought me the car, he wants it low, and it's not any lower. You can't get it any lower. This is just super duper bad. My buddy actually tried to put some of these on his Accord. He couldn't get them on either.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a great day. Well, today I was going to show you guys how to install some Maxpeedingrods Coilovers on a 2006 Honda Accord, but unfortunately things went wrong. So we already ran into an issue. You just noticed that the top hat is not going to work because, as you can see, the Allen screws on top are bottoming out on top of the strut tower here, and there should be coming through here, but they're not. So there's just no way. You could bolt this down, but it's not going to be bolting down flush. It's just not going to work. These should be coming through the hole. As you can see, it's really close, but yeah, that's not going to work. It's going to make a lot of noise because you're not tightening it down flat on top of the strut mount. It's a fail. Super fail.
Just the experience with these things are just, don't buy them. They're pure crap. They probably don't last longer than a year anyways. But there seems to be an issue, at least with what I've had, with getting the front to just lower. And what I think it is that they're so universal, and they just change little bits of these things to make them fit on all these different cars, that they actually don't work. All right, so check it out. There's no preload on the spring right now, which will lower the car a little bit more, just a little bit. I'm gonna have to fix this, all right, because this is gonna ride bad and make some noises and stuff like that. But I have the shock part that you can thread down into this body to get to lower. I have it as low as I can get it to thread in, and you can actually stick your finger down up into the bottom part of this right here, and you can actually, you know, feel what's going on in here. And this is all smooth. I think only some of this is actually threaded, and I have it turned all the way in as far as the threads will actually go. All right, because I cranked this thing as far as it freaking go, had all these loops, kept jacking around with it, and it pretty much just stops. So you can see that there's no gap here. This is as low as you can get everything. And really, if they had threaded the whole thing, this whole piece of the shock, you could probably thread all the way down and get the adjustment, but it's not. I think it's only threaded this much. So, but yeah, it is just pure, really disappointing. If anybody else knows a different way, like with my CRV, I can kind of fix this, but with this, I can't fix this. If there's another way, just leave a comment down below. Hope someone from Maxpeedingrods actually sees this. That your products are pure crap and hits me back up. At least I think they're crap. And tell me if I'm doing something wrong, or if you have a solution for this. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for this video. I really do appreciate you guys checking out the video, coming back and leaving all your comments and things like that. Really do appreciate it. Maxpeedingrods, don't recommend to anybody. Save your money, buy some drop springs. If Maxpeedingrods is watching this, hit me up, tell me what's up. I would really like to do a video where this worked out, actually. So, but yeah, you guys take care, be safe, have a great weekend. Later.